Like, I just look away, and then I hear gunshots, and then they made me get out the car and help them put it in the trunk.
You're not going to tell me what's going to happen? It's going to be worse.
I don't know who was in the car.
Okay. He puts him in there, and he starts wiping them down.
Were they dead? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't. I don't.
Every parent dreams of raising a child who will make them proud and be a shining reflection of their love and effort. But what happens when the golden child they adored becomes the monster the world can't forgive?
See all that? It's weird to be throwing up blood like that. Not to mention, if he had alcohol poisoning, he wouldn't have been able to get up and move around this morning.
Sorry, I realize you might not be able to answer this question. I probably don't know the answer, but I'll try. Is there a suspicion that Brandon was involved in it?
There is a significant amount of blood in that upstairs bedroom and on the carpet.
You are asked questions and have him with you during questioning.
I would like to.
You would like a lawyer. Okay.
Here are several times when parents realize their perfect son is a wanted killer. The first case begins with Samuel, a man who shattered his parents' hearts after they realized that he had taken the lives of his 2 roommates and fled.
You did it, huh?
So it does look like there are some victims at this point, okay?
Roommates in the face.
On April the 30th, 2022, officers were dispatched to a residence after receiving reports of a man who had severely harmed his 2 roommates. Upon arrival, officers began to interrogate Samuel's parents, and their narrations were not only alarming but also disheartening.
Hi, so it sounds like it's your stepson?
Yeah, no, my son.
Your son. Your stepson. Okay, got it. And he lives just right here at the corner?
Yeah, right at the corner.
And it's him and 2 roommates?
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just said he should shoot his roommates.
Okay, but you don't know how many people live with him?
I think there was a couple roommates that did live with him. I ain't too sure. We were stuck. We went to our friend's house and we went to the Isotopes games, and we went with them, so our car was there. We could take off to see. And I said, once we got done, we're like, better go check and make sure he wasn't, because sometimes when he's drunk, he comes up with all kinds of nonsense. But we drove over here and we didn't see no car. And he said
so he has his own vehicle?
Yes.
What kind of vehicle is it?
I think it's a red Thunderbird. I ain't too sure.
Okay. And you didn't see that when you guys...
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you see any vehicles parked there?
There's 2 cars there. The gate's open.
And he owns weapons? He owns guns?
Yes.
Okay. What kind, do you know?
I think he has a Glock 40. It's a subcompact 40. 9mm Glock, and I don't know what other weapons he has, but he's not there. His car's not there.
His car's not there. He's most likely not there.
He's probably jetted or something, or.
Okay. Do you know anything about his roommates' names? Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Do you know how long he's been living here?
He's been living there for over a year, I think, if not longer.
And how old is your son?
He's gonna be 22. He's gonna be 22 on
And you
12.
said maybe he has some mental health?
Yeah.
But, okay, do you know what he's been diagnosed
He's
with?
ADHD, depression, anxiety, all that.
Okay. And has this ever happened? I know you said that sometimes he makes up things. Has he ever said something?
Nothing like this.
No,
okay.
Yeah.
But what are some of the other things that he's made up in the past?
Just like, I don't know, just,
he's nothing this extreme.
He's dramatic, yeah. He says like
maybe
stories
like paranoid.
and, paranoid and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, well, we obviously want to do a welfare check on the house and just make sure that if his roommates are home, that they are okay. And they mentioned that they had gotten in a fight. Is that what, over his pet?
They've been abusing his dog and kicking him and stuff like that, and so he's been getting pretty pissed off. He's been trying to move, but he hasn't.
So do you feel like that's the motivation, maybe, of what's been going on?
That's what I think. I think they're in a...
Well, isn't that what he told you that?
Yeah.
He was about the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were messing with his dog and this and that. So he's been telling me, Dad, I need to move out. They keep kicking my dog and mistreating him, and I'm sick of those.
Is it just one dog that lives there as far as you know?
Yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
I don't know, like a
Shepherd,
like
a bigger dog?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you have your guys' IDs just so I can get your information?
Jesse called. We were watching the game, so I didn't even see my phone until his mom had called me. So I guess he tried reaching me. So, hey, Dad, can you do me a favor, please? And I didn't see that, so I didn't respond to him.
So he had called you and verbally told you this? Okay. And he said that I shot my 2 roommates. And did he hang up after that, or did?
Yeah, he said.
And you haven't really heard from him.
He said, Dad, I'll see you when I see you. I'm sorry, I needed help.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't heard from him since. Okay, so we're gonna go try to do a welfare check, okay, and just make sure that anyone who is home is okay, and just try to
You guys let us
check
know.
on them.
If he's not at his house, where else would he be? You don't know? Okay.
Who knows?
But that's where he lives.
That's where he lives.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they do all kinds of crazy stuff here and there, and reservation and
He has a beanbag. My car's at the set. Oh, I have mine.
All right, cool. Yeah, let us go.
Yeah, just hang out here, and we'll come back, okay?
Okay.
Officers eventually went to the scene of the crime and were welcomed with a heinous sight, one that wouldn't be forgotten in a hurry.
Nobody appears to be in the living room. There's a light door open. Albuquerque police! Hey, we have 2 people on the ground, Sarge. Hey, Albuquerque police!
Police department, are you injured?
Albuquerque police!
2 people on the ground.
3 out of you. 3 out of you.
Hey, Albuquerque police! Alright, guys, so we need to make sure that we clear this, but check, okay?
Alright, so just slowly, methodically, let's check the 20.
And the back door is open. Alrighty. I'm gonna go right. Hold on that door, okay? Hold on the straightaway. You guys ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, 2 subjects, gunshot wounds.
Alright,
okay.
right there. Worried about that right side? Right and left. So, Marissa, if you want to hold left.
Okay.
And then Andrew and I hold this open. Okay. As well as, yeah, hold left. Andrew, I want to check this right here. If you step up and hold straight. And then, Casey, will you follow me? Nice. Alright. Ready? Alright, so we got a lot of doors here. I'm gonna step into the right. Hold to the left. Alright, clear in here. Let's just check those doors. Any? Yeah.
Clear.
Direct. Step it back up, you guys.
Step up. Alright. I'm gonna keep holding. Can you guys clear the kitchen?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is it through and through? Can you tell from there? It's hard to see to the left. It doesn't look like it, Andrew. You're gonna just find it. Yep.
Find your room to my left. Okay, I'm just gonna hold the back door. Casey, why don't you go help Marissa and clear that room?
Does that go anywhere, Andrew? I don't want him to like hide it.
So I was able to clear it.
Started to see it.
We're gonna need units to block on the front.
And lock that back door.
Yeah, we're gonna need to secure this up.
Yeah, let's just
Let me pull my car around. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start blocking.
So I'll stay here. You guys want to grab your units first?
Yeah.
So that door's locked. That's only back door.
Yeah, then you start.
And then we'll.
I don't have a unit, so I can sit here.
Okay. York, Did you start 43? Yeah. Or Sergeant. When you get over there, start taping it because Mario's already out there.
An officer spoke to Samuel's parents again, and all they could do was wish that it was all a dream.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna come back and speak with you guys here in a minute, okay? But I really need you to think about where your son's at, okay? Anywhere that he would go, anybody that he would contact, okay?
You did it, huh?
So it does look like there are some victims at this point, okay? We're not sure what the method was or anything like that at this point, okay? But we are conducting an investigation, so if you guys could please stay here. I need to go lock down the scene and then I'm gonna have to come back and talk to you, okay? But please start thinking about anywhere he'd go, anyone else he'd contact.
I tried calling his girlfriend and
Please start, if you can get her information, I'll come back and grab that, like name, if you have like how old she is, where she lives, anything, her phone number, just try to get any of that stuff from me, okay? I will come right back if you guys can just stay here, okay?
if you can take a look at that right before you move them, right near your foot, if there's enough there, then you won't have to.
Officers spoke to the fourth roommate, Ron, who was still having a hard time processing the whole situation.
I don't think she knows them. Okay.
Do you guys live right here? The corner one?
Yeah.
This far corner one?
Yes.
Okay, can both of you guys?
No, she just gave me a ride home from work.
What's your address? 1202?
1202 Gerard.
Okay, I really need to talk to you, okay? Can we step over to my unit?
What happened?
What's your name, sir?
My name is Ron.
Ron?
Yeah.
Do you know a Samuel? Does he live with you?
Yes.
Okay. So, there was an incident in your house. Okay. We have 2 people inside who are deceased at this time. Okay? So I need to try to figure out who they are. And I know this is a lot to handle right now, but I really need to talk to you about what's going on, okay?
Who's in there?
Okay, that's what I don't know. So I need to see who all lives there, okay? How many people live there?
Oh, it's me, Sam, my roommate Jared, and his girlfriend Nikki.
Okay. What is Jared's last name?
Jackson.
Do you know his date of birth?
No.
Okay. Do you know how old he is?
27, 26.
That's all right.
Thank you. So there's kind of a lot of, like, I think they're all pellet guns. There's one over there that looks like a pellet gun. There's a recorder right there. Is that on or is that off?
Okay. And what's his girlfriend's name?
Nikki.
N-I-C-K-I?
N-I-K, or...
I saw there was some fire calls. Let's just back out. Hey, that's enclosed? It doesn't leak out anymore? No. This back room?
Yeah, there's just a laundry room on that side.
Do you know where Samuel is?
No. I just got off of work. I've been there all day long.
And what's a good phone number for you?
I don't have a phone.
Is the black sedan that has, like, collision to it, is that, you know whose vehicle that is? It doesn't have a license plate on it?
It's mine. It's
Okay.
it's broken down. My alternator. I'm about to get rid of it, actually.
And what about the other vehicle? So not a red Thunderbird, that's Samuel's, correct?
Yeah. That's Jared's car.
Yeah. And so you don't have a car, right? You got a ride?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ron, I can't let you go inside your house right now. Okay, we're obviously conducting an active investigation, but it's very important that I have you stay here and around the area.
Yeah, I know this.
What's up?
This, you know.
So, is there a way that you can hang out here with your friend, or would you like to hang out in the back of my unit? It's very important that I keep you here because you're obviously, since you live there, you're going to have a lot of information for us.
I'll figure something out. Can I can you get me a beer from my house?
Unfortunately not. Okay, I'm sorry. Right now it is a crime scene, okay?
Oh my God.
When Ron got a hold of himself, the officer began to question him, and he said all he knew, which only raised more questions about what the motive actually was.
Do you feel like Samuel would have a reason to not like Jared and Nikki?
No, I mean, we've lived together for like a couple years now.
Has there ever been any kind of arguments about anything that you feel would have upset Samuel?
No, not to do something like that.
Do you know if Samuel owns firearms?
He did, but I don't think he has one anymore.
Okay. Hey, Sarge, this is a roommate as well.
That's a roommate as well?
Yes.
Are the parents still there?
Yes, they should be in the vehicle still.
Did you get there from there already? Okay.
I need that.
You live at the house?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to hang out in my unit, or will you just kind of be standing by?
Well...
Hey, Ron, when was the last time that you saw Samuel?
Last night, I guess. He left for work this morning. I usually don't pick up until like 1 or 2.
Okay, what time would you say that you saw him?
I mean, he went to bed at like probably 11 or something like that. That's the last time I saw him.
When was the last time that you saw Jared and Nikki?
Same, when they went to bed last night.
So you left early, that you didn't see anyone this morning?
Oh, I wake up at like 1 or 2 and I leave at 3 to go to work because my car's broken down, so I have to walk. But
is that what time you left this morning about?
yeah, this afternoon I left at 3.
At 3. Do you know Samuel's girlfriend's name?
Maya, I think.
Do you know her last name?
No.
Or phone number or address or anything like that?
No.
Does she come over a lot?
She used to, but not really. I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay. Thank you, Ron. I'll come back, okay?
The officer spoke to Samuel's parents, and from their countenance, you'd know that it was a tough pill to swallow.
I know I already asked you, but when he called you at 2147 about, can you say again what he said to you?
He just said, Dad, I'm sorry, I needed help.
Did you want me to stay doing the same as your regular
couldn't deal with it no more. Yeah, he said that he shot his roommates in the face. And they're... That's it.
And then he hung up? Okay. Do you know who owns the red Thunderbird that he drives? No, sorry.
I think he does.
Okay, you think he registered it in his name?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know anyone else that he would
They do wheeling and dealing and trading and this for that and blah, blah,
So
blah.
it's not under his name. Would you happen to be able to know like the license plate of VIN, insurance, anything like that?
Nothing. That's what I asked him. Because he went over to the house and I said, dude, where's your license plate? He goes,
Does it not have a plate?
It's in the back window or something like that.
If you'll just let me know when they go by 6, I'll get her through the
Can I
backyard.
ask you a question? Did you do it?
So I mean, honestly, we don't know, right? He's not here.
No. Did he close?
There are 2 deceased individuals, okay, but we don't know how yet. Okay, we haven't been able to get anyone out here to tell us.
No, it's his mom.
Sorry, that's okay. I know you guys there's a lot going on, okay? I appreciate you guys just being here and trying to answer these questions.
Yeah, nothing on the car. I didn't even Like I said, yeah. I mean, that's why he lives there. I mean, obviously, I've been in there once, and I thought, damn, dude, this house looks like shit. Like, I can't believe you live in it. Because, well, mine's the only clean room, guys.
Do you know which one is his room? Is it
Probably the clean one.
the clean one? Okay.
Yeah, I think, for some reason, I think it's in the back corner.
Is it like, I know you said you've only been in once. Is it like near the living room or down a hallway? I don't remember. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Is Samuel in contact with mom?
He called her.
Yeah, he called his
Because
mom too.
we were at the isotopes came, and she called us. She goes, "You need to call your blanket son." I go, "What?"
And it sounded like she possibly had told him the same thing.
Yeah, that he told her.
And that's why she called you.
She thought he was drunk. Because, like we said, he has like, dramatic. He's like real dramatic. Yeah. He's always dramatic. Always like making things bigger than what they really are. Ain't trying to justify anything.
And were you guys able to maybe think about anywhere that he would have went?
We don't know. Oh, he moves around with.
Yeah, and
He stays away from us. When
Yeah.
he does things, he's not
Yeah.
supposed to. If he's
Then he
doing our
reads out.
job.
Yeah.
If he's doing good, he'll come visit us.
So did it look like they were partying, or?
Honestly, like you said, it's pretty cluttered, right?
It's a mess in there, huh?
So I don't have a lot of information because the minute we see something like that, we have to get out so that we can make sure that the scene stays secure, okay? Detectives are the ones that are going to go in there and actually go through everything, okay? So at this time, unfortunately, I don't have any more information for you. And do you know Ron? I guess he's another roommate.
We
You don't know anything
Seriously,
about who
I've
lives
never
there.
met anybody there. I didn't even know he lived there.
I dropped him off
He dropped
food, and he comes out and grabs it, stuff like that, and goes in there. One time I came to, bring him food again, I guess, and knocked at the door. The roommates were there, and I just had come in.
As the conversation with Samuel's parents continued, more details came to light. Then, it became obvious that Samuel was really the culprit.
It looked like sort of like a white dude with sort of thin hair and stuff like that. And I looked at him and I said, "Fuck, I ain't coming in there, man. Looks like disease in there, It's like, it was like when COVID and all that stuff was going on. So I just said, "Here, this is for Sam," and just dropped off the food, and really didn't talk to him or anything like that. I just know that it was disgusting. I've been telling him, I was like, "Dude, you need to move out of there." It's like, if you're having issues and they're kicking your dog or whatever, you need to just get out and move.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with his lifestyle, we really, really don't know too much of what he does.
Has he ever mentioned suicidal ideations?
When he was a teenager, he had to go to the hospital for a time.
A few times.
How did he attempt those times?
Overdosing, like the whole salmon. It was little.
Yeah, like on his ADD medicine and stuff like that. I don't know if it would have really did anything, but he tried it,
I got more important things going on. Okay.
Samuel was eventually charged with 2 counts of first-degree homicide, severe assault, and unlawful possession of a firearm. In the next case, we have Julio Fabian Almentero, a teenager who had his mother sit beside him as he narrated his dreadful behavior, making her realize that she'd be visiting her flawless son behind bars.
I'm thinking, but I don't know, and then I hear the gunshots, and I'm like, and I look up, and then they're laying down.
I don't know who was in the car.
They need you.
I honestly don't know who was in the car.
Who was he?
Calypso.
Okay.
He got into the car, he shot one of them in the leg.
On February the 9th, 2019, officers met with Julio Fabian Almentero, one of the suspects in a case of 2 teenagers, Ahmed and Colin, who had been found unresponsive in a shallow grave. When the officers made contact with Julio, they began to question him, and his account of the events that had unfolded was anything but pleasant.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey, Papa. What's up, bro? I'm Carter.
Alright.
I'm the homicide detective. Okay. I just want to run a few things past you and talk to you for a few minutes. I know these guys has already talked to you, but I just wanted to talk to you personally because I'm in charge of the case. Okay. So, And you're under, you and your mom both, and I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Andrea.
Andrea, hi. Carter. Y'all understand your rights and everything. You've already been advised and everything, is that correct? And you're still willing to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, I think that's the right thing.
Yeah.
I honestly do. Okay, for you. Okay, so just kind of run me through the whole thing, and I know you already kind of told him the whole thing.
Okay.
But from the time that y'all first hooked up with Colin and Ahmed, kind of just run me through it.
Wait, like what do you mean though?
Well, from the first time that when y'all went over there to pick up the ounce or half ounce,
yeah,
just kind of forward.
Just kind of hash out everything we talked about last time.
So he got in and we were weighing it. It wasn't full. It wasn't a full.
It wasn't a full
ounce. It was. Yeah.
Was it supposed to be an ounce or half ounce?
I don't know. It was whatever they were getting.
So they didn't think it was.
It wasn't full. It wasn't. And then he's like, "Where's the other half?" And then that's when he started acting all weird.
Ahmed.
Yeah, that's when he acted all weird. And then that's when they're like, "What?" They're like, "That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you bring it all?" And then that's when they told me to hit him. And then
Who told you to hit him?
Calypso.
Okay.
And then that's when we drove off, and then we started driving and smoked. Then they were like, Flex would reach over and hit them, and then
how would he hit him?
Just like just reach back.
His fist,
his fist or his pistol or something.
Let's stop for a second. Let me just ask you a quick question. Run me through where everybody was sitting in the vehicle.
Right there.
So you're in the right rear.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, so they're in the back seat. Who's sitting closest to the door?
Colin.
Colin is closest to the door. Ahmed's in the center.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and who's sitting here in the front?
Flex.
Flex, and then Calypso is driving. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to get my picture.
We kept driving and driving. We're like probably. I know we're still like in city. We're probably like. I don't know where the exact spots is. Like, we're driving up Lomas, I think, or something. And then that's when I punched them again because they told me to. And then that's when we were just driving and I started smoking my blunt. And then that's when I told them to hit it. And that's when they're like cooling down. So everything cooled down. That's when everything cooled down when we started smoking. I let them smoke with me, and then they ended up driving like farther and farther out, and I was like, where are we going? And then they just kept going, driving. They kept talking like this, but we have music loud and stuff, but they're, when you're in the front seat, you could hear from what your conversation is. And
you couldn't hear them?
No. And they're like, they won't tell me where we're going, so it's making me sus, but I'm high, I'm my head's all f***ed up, I'm all just chill. I'm slumped, I'm just, and then they were just like going, and that's when they're like, where are we? I don't know where I'm at. And I was looking at them like, I don't even know where I'm at, dude. Like, and then that's when they took a road off, and then we came, and then that's when they got out, and then they pulled them out. They went like behind me.
Who pulled you out? Pulled them out?
They pulled them out. Flex and Calypso.
Okay.
I stayed in the car.
As the interrogation progressed, the story became more intense, and Julio's loopholes gradually started coming to light.
Did they just say get out, or did they pull
get out?
Okay.
And then they got out, and then they went behind me, and then I was just like looking, and I kept going like that, and like going like that, and then after I was like, damn, what the, like, all right, I already felt what's probably gonna happen, but they didn't tell me this, you feel me? And then that's when I was like, okay, so I just like, I'm looking down, I'm thinking, but I don't know, and then I hear the gunshots, and I'm like, and I look up, and then they're laying down. I'm like, I just look away, and then I hear gunshots, and then they made me get out the car and help them put it in the trunk.
So why would everybody be saying that they saw it on Snapchat that they were bound?
I don't know, that everyone...
So that's not true?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay. Now, I need you to be quite honest with me about this, okay? And it may be difficult, especially with your mom in here, okay? But I gotta ask you, all right? Did you have a gun? You didn't have any gun with you? Okay. Did you?
They had a gun, but I took it from them, and then Flex took it from me. He took it from me.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Okay. It's not going to change your status with us.
Okay.
Okay. Did you or did they make you shoot them at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't pull a trigger?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
I have to ask.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I got to ask.
Okay.
We just want to make sure.
Because here's the thing. If we talk to them and they go, oh, hell no, it was Fafa that pulled the trigger, I got to ask the question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So I have something when they say that he did,
Yeah.
that,
You're going to go off of...
That's weird because he's saying that he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've got to ask that question.
I did not. I did not. They did this.
Do you know why they did this? Was it just a rip?
I think. What's a rip?
They were just going to rob him.
Rip off?
Yeah.
It was a rip off. I felt like I don't think he planned it, but at the end of the day, I felt like they planned it.
You mean Clips?
Yeah.
And Flex?
Calypso and Flex.
Because that's what he does.
Yes.
And everybody knows he does it.
Were you scared of me coming?
Yes. Honestly, yes.
You were scared of who?
Calypso.
Calypso.
Okay.
On April the 30th, 2019, officers invited Julio and his mother for further interrogations to clarify the information they already had and find out more from Julio. But his replies only raised more questions about the part that he had to play, leaving the officers in a growing sense of unease.
You know, I've got the videos, right? Okay. So you kind of minimized, and I figured you did, a little bit of what you told us the first time, right? Okay. Not all cops are bad. Some are, but I'm just saying. Okay? But if, like I said, if you wouldn't have come in today, talk to me.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Told him.
Yeah. So when I call and I need to talk to you,
Talk.
okay? If I'm coming after you, you're not gonna know.
Okay.
Okay? So just listen, okay? And you need to listen to her because I'm gonna tell you right now, one of two things is gonna happen. You're gonna be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be 6 feet under. Look at Frenchie.
I know.
Okay? Look at Colin. Oh, that's another thing I needed to ask you. Glad that made me think of it. Getting back to this case, what I understand is Goldman was setting up the deal. Okay? Who was he setting it up with? Colin or
I think it was
Lateef?
I think it was Lateef.
Okay. So, and they were wanting to buy a gun.
They were wanting to buy a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I understand, Goldman says, yeah, why you want a gun? And whoever he was setting it up with, Colin or Ahmed, said, this dude robbed me.
And he was trying to get back at them?
And he was gonna get the gun to take revenge on the robbery.
I heard that too.
Okay. Do you know who robbed him?
The two kids?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know that. No.
Because that's what got him killed, I believe. Because he told Goldman that some dude by the name of Flex did it.
Okay, yeah. So there's two Flexes. There's two Flexes out here.
Okay.
This other guy, Flex, he's like he looks exactly like this Flex.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's who did it too.
What?
That robbed him, yeah.
So there's two different Flexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Like remember in the beginning when this all happened, they were posting that other Flex. They were posting him all over Facebook.
Oh, really?
Rico something.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
That's Flex.
So he goes by Flex also.
It does look like.
Ah,
that's
okay.
why they got it mixed up. Like in the beginning, that's who they were thinking Flex was, but that is Flex. But there's another Flex.
So it's a different Flex.
Yeah. And I'm pretty. I think.
And see, that's what I'm thinking that kind of caused this because, of course, Calypso is friends with Flex.
Yeah.
He's thinking, no, this Flex.
Yeah.
Thinking
I thought he
that.
was friends with the other Flex too.
They are.
Are they
friends together?
Yeah, they're friends.
So, what it sounds like to me is that y'all hit them first before they could hit Flex.
Oh, like revenge.
Like if we were doing it
For the other Flex.
For whoever, whichever Flex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of unanswered questions prompted the officers to question Julio again, and this time a lot of unmentioned details began to surface.
Things have started happening in regards to the case. Saying that, it is, I don't even want to say changing. We conducted an interview with Calypso, with his attorney. And everything that came out during that interview, it came out like I thought it would. That everything would be pointed in your direction and Flex's. Okay? It did not surprise me. Okay?
Wow.
It really did not surprise me. I fully expected that to go just like it did. Okay? And I want to clarify some stuff with you. Okay? In regards to the things that came up during the interview. Okay? That's one thing that I want to address. Then there's another one that I want to address with you and ask you about. So, and I'm not putting words into your mouth. I want you to tell me, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing.
Okay.
What I remember that you've told me in the past.
Okay.
So, the day of the incident, you, Flex, and Calypso were in what vehicle?
White Buick.
Okay. All right. So, whose car was that?
Okay,
So, you, Calypso, and Flex, and Calypso's driving? Okay. Y'all go over to the location that y'all met up with Ahmed and Colin. Is that correct? Kind of run me through just briefly how that section came about. You know, when Colin and Ahmed came out to the vehicle. Tell me how that worked.
And he shook his hand and then he was like, just hop in the back and then
Okay, so which door did he get in?
this side.
The
left.
or the driver's side?
Driver back, yeah.
Okay.
And he got in and then we were just chilling and then out of nowhere, Calypso just points his gun at him and then
Calypso does what?
oh no, actually it's because of the weed. It was we were picking up some weed and then he had some weed and then Calypso was just like, where's the rest? And then he's like, this is what you wanted. And then he's like, well, where's the rest? And he's like, how much more do you need? And then that's when Calypso pulled out the gun on him.
So he pulled it out. Where did he have it?
On the floor.
On the floor in front of him? Okay. All right, so he pulled it out and did what?
He just pointed at him. He was like,
At Latif?
yeah.
Okay.
He was just like, just give me everything. And then he started passing on him. And I'm just like, well, what do I do? So then he's like, take it, run his pocket. So then I took out his pocket, I took out his wallet, and then I put it in the mid. Like,
Okay, so you took out, he told you to get...
He told me to get out the wallet, yeah.
Okay,
He told me to find, he told, does he have money? And I was like, I don't know, so I looked in his pocket, and he had a wallet. I put it in the middle, and then I took the weed from him, I put it in the middle, and then I lifted up his shirt, and he had a gun. And then I took out the gun, and Flex took it from me.
So let me ask you this, at this point. When Ahmed or Colin, either one,
Did either one of them pull a gun out and shoot in the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
As the questions came in, Julio did everything he could to push the blame to his cohorts. By this time, he was beginning to realize the consequences of his actions. However, he was doing a good job, trying his best to stay under the radar. If he was convincing enough, he might just get to go home with his mum and be her loving son once again.
So you go to the West Mesa, to the same rough general area that you took us to.
Yeah.
All right. Walk me through that again.
Like, what do you mean?
What happens after you get to the West Mesa?
So we get to the Mesa, then we pull off right off of the road, off onto some dirt road, and then we go down for a little bit. And then he stops the car and he's like, get out. And he's like, get out, and then they started getting out. But we left the pants on. And then when they got out, he was like, take off your boxers and stuff.
Okay. All right. And then what?
Then that's when he got out the car. He got out the car.
Who is he?
Calypso.
Okay.
He got out the car and then he shot one of them in the leg. And then he's like, he's looking at me dead in my eyes like he wants to do it. And then I start pushing the gun away, and then he's like, oh, he keeps saying it. And then I'm like, this is not our car. This is not our car. We can't. And then he's like, and then he starts driving again. But no one got shot on the way there.
So nobody got shot in the vehicle as you were traveling?
No.
Okay. What happened to Ahmed's telephone?
He threw it out. He threw it out the window, but then he made him log in on his phone. He made him log in on Flex's phone, and then you know how that's how they said that they seen the snap map in the Mesa, because they made him log in on their snap
on Flex's.
On Flex's phone.
Yeah, but into their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to get more or something, like, I don't know.
Trying to make him get more.
Yeah, like just keep getting more stuff, and like I'm already like, this is greedy. This is already greedy.
And was it Collins or Ahmed's Snapchat?
It was I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was on Ahmed's Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And who threw Ahmed's phone out?
Calypso.
Calypso did?
Yeah, he tossed it out.
When Calypso and Flex shot Colin and Ahmed, who was it that told you to get out?
Calypso.
Calypso told you to get out. Okay. So when you get out, you help who pick up the boys?
I hope Calypso carried one. Flex just picks up one.
Hey, okay.
Flex just picks up one by
himself. One by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty good size. So, do you know which one that you helped put in?
Ahmed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to your best knowledge, were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't really say, but I'm pretty sure he I feel like he was, but not that long. Like,
okay.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I feel like no.
Okay.
The more Julio spoke, the more abominable the situation became. It was discovered that even more people were involved in the horrible act.
So from there, once you put the kids back in the trunk, you go where?
Ooh, we start driving. Then he starts flipping out. What do I do? No. And then he's like, who will help me? Who will help me? And then he's like, where's your uncle? And I was like, he's probably sleeping or whatever. It was like 6, it was like 8. He calls him up and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he was just like, just driving around. He's like, meet me ASAP. I got 2. And my uncle's like, what? He's like, I'm not saying it on the phone. Just meet me. I got 2 in my trunk. And then he's like, my uncle's like, we pull up to Calypso's house. We pull up like down the road from his house, Calypso's house, and then he's like, start cleaning out the car. I was like, what do you want me to clean? And he's like, just take out like all their clothes. Just put it in a bag. And I was like, all right. So I put it in a bag, and then he takes it from me. He gives it to Flex. And then he gives it to.
So did Calypso's house at
Yeah,
that point?
but down the road. We parked right behind each other.
Okay.
We're just sitting there in the car, and he's like, they're just talking. They're like, Dad, this is where I hear it. They're just like parking. They park next to each other after I cleaned out the back seat or whatever. And then he's like, he puts the guns in the trunk. And
of which car?
My uncle's rental.
Okay.
Puts them in the trunk, and then me and Calypso get into his car.
Into
my uncle's. And my uncle gets into the Buick.
To the Buick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Flex and him, they drive off. And then,
was his dad around at that point?
Yeah.
Was he telling his dad anything?
Him and his dad went into his dad's room, started talking, and not cleaning tools. Not cleaning tools. He has like a case, like a case that you can put it in.
Oh.
Like a tool bag, like for a gun.
Okay.
And he just, but like for like a kind of a lot of guns, and then
okay.
He puts them in there, and he starts wiping them down, and he's like, what are you about to do with these? And he's like, I don't know. I just need to take them off of you. I'm taking them from you, and then
Goldman's dad took those guns to get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't know to get rid of them, but like save them for him and whatever.
So he had them.
Yeah, he had them.
Okay. After he knew that
he knew the situation, so he helped the situation to put them away from him.
And that you're saying that because Calypso told his dad what had happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
He told him.
All right. I just got to make sure I understand everything.
Yeah. He woke me up from my sleep like, get up, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, we gotta go. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, let's go, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, so I'm waking up, I'm putting my sweats on, and I'm barely getting up. He's like, I'm like, what's happening, bro? And he shows me the phone, and it has both of their faces on it, on the crime watch or whatever. And I was like, what is it saying or whatever? And he's just like, that they're missing and that the last person they were with was me, and I need to leave. So I was like, all right.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, dude. Where are you? Where are we going? He was just like, let's just. He's like, well, we need to find Flex. And we picked up Flex from. I don't know where he was. Yeah, I think he was at one of his homies' house or something. We picked him up. He's like, we gotta go. How much money you got on him? He's like, at least 200. I had like 500. He had like 800 or some shit. The Calypso, and then he's like, all right, bet we're gonna take a trip.
Julio thought he was being smart, not knowing that he was just about to get in much more trouble.
We ended up coming back to the house. We just ended up staying at the house again, and then we just hear boom, 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 and he thought it was the cops. I wasn't even awake. And he was awake, and then his sister answers the door. She's like, hello, who are you? And he's like, my nephew here from John. He's like, I need my fucking car now. And Jada was like, I don't even know you. You can't be coming up here like that. And he's like, I need to talk to your brother and Fafa now. And then she's like, okay. So then she woke up me, and she's like, your uncle's outside, and he can't be banging on my door like that. I was just like, what? I was like, what? And I get up, I go out there and talk to him, and he's like, he's just mad. He's like, where you guys been? It was been like 3 days, and then he's like, I've been looking for y'all. No, it's actually been like 2 days or a day.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then
I'm not holding you to that.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, I need my car back, and I need all that. I need to clean it out because that's a rental, and I can't get charged for it or something. And I was like, all right. So I'm out there cleaning. Calypso's sleeping. I have to do it by myself. So I started cleaning out the rental.
Did your uncle tell you, Calypso, or Flex that you're aware of? Did he tell them that they needed to get rid of that vehicle?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that he tried to clean it out or something. He's like, I can't clean it. He's like, I can't clean it, so you guys need to get rid of that car.
Did he tell them how they needed to get rid of it?
No, he was just like, you guys need to get rid of it. We're just chilling, talking, smoking or whatever, and then he's like, I get a call from Calypso, and he's like,
you did?
Yeah, from his sister's phone, and then not my phone, because I didn't have a phone at the time. He called a Millie or something off of his sister's phone, and he's like, tell Fafa that that the keys are in the backseat. I left them with him. I just talked to my dad. You need to give him the keys now.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You finish up with the eating at Dion's.
Yeah.
Okay. And
we're still at Dion's.
You're still at Dion's.
Yeah, no, we're still at Dion's.
Okay, but Calypso and his sister had already left.
Yep.
He tells you that he left the keys,
in the car.
In the back of the car.
Yeah, not in the Buick, in Emilio's car.
Oh, in Emilio's car.
Yeah, in Emilio's car.
And that you need to give the keys to who?
His dad.
To his dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he sent me the number of his dad.
Okay.
And I called him. I was like, I'm at the Dion's, whatever. He's like, okay, I'll call you when I'm there. And then he calls me and he's like, walk to the end of the street by these apartments, and I'm right there. You'll see me. I'm like, all right. Well, he's all, come by yourself.
Okay, so he takes the Buick at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in his custody.
All right.
When the investigator brought up the topic of robbery, that was when Julio's mother spoke up, and it was not going to be long before the detective started to see that she was having a hard time grappling with the reality that her sweet son was a cold-blooded criminal.
News about all of that?
Well, it's coming up.
It may.
See?
But here's the worst part. It's federal.
Yep.
Pharmacies are federal. DEA. Federal charges. Okay? And I know that
you think I could still get in trouble just for being with them?
you could.
Bad news is fucking.
But, again, with you being honest with me,
yeah,
I think that'll help you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be straight up.
You know what I
honest
was
with
looking
that.
for
That was
when I
just straight.
found that?
What?
Because my brother said that they had video.
Of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking it up on
Oh,
YouTube.
they do.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
No, but on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know about that. Somebody probably leaked it out.
I was looking for it on YouTube, and I came
And that's
across
what you
that
found?
shit.
Yeah. It was casino security
Oh.
on your brother and the rest of them.
When we were talking the other day, he's like, I regret it so much. I'm like, dude, I told your ass not to go. He tried to take me with, he wanted me to go. I said, hell no.
So, what were they taking during those?
Lean.
Huh?
Lean. Promethazine. Lean.
What is that?
Cough syrup. Cough syrup.
Oh, it's the
Lean.
To make the drink.
Yeah, to make the drink with
Yeah.
Sprite. Yeah.
Yeah. So, is that all they were taking from there?
Yeah.
They weren't taking Xannies or anything else. Just the
lean. That's what they were wanting.
Okay. So.
I told you.
They took that.
I know, I already know. I told him. Because I'm like, dude, what else are you getting yourself into?
Yeah.
I haven't been
So-
nothing, and that's what you said.
I said, I bet you it's about that YouTube video.
Tell me about other ones like that in another city.
In another city? Another city. Albuquerque.
You ever been to Phoenix with them?
Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, that was the first one, and I was sleeping. They stopped in. I thought it was.
Well, around Phoenix.
Yeah.
It may not have been actual.
I was gonna try to mark the right spot, but yeah, they went up in there, and I was asleep.
Is that what they were taking? Those.
I was asleep in the car, and I woke up to him running out. I woke up to him running out of the store.
Of which?
Of Walgreens.
Of a Walgreens?
Yeah.
Okay. And.
Or a Walgreens or a CVS.
Okay. So, is that what they were taking there too?
Huh?
What did they take in the Phoenix area?
Lead.
Same
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was saying he knew somebody out there.
Mm-hmm.
He knew somebody out there in Vegas or in California that pays like cause you know how in the stores like it's cheap, but in the street you can
right.
You can throw that off for like 800. Yeah, you can throw it off for like 800. You know, like out here it's like 300 or something. If you take it out there, they're selling it for like at least like 800, 900 around a pipe.
So,
damn,
y'all hit 3 places in Vegas that you were with.
That I was with them, yeah.
Okay.
After 5 years, prosecutors were able to build an airtight case against the suspects. Julio and his cohorts were eventually charged with kidnapping, robbery, and tampering with evidence, and they were sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms, up to 60 years before the possibility of parole. The other accomplices, Julio's uncle, Anthony Aragon, was charged with tampering with evidence and conspiracy and was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. While Calypso's father, Stephen Goldman Sr., pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence and was sentenced to 4 years of imprisonment. Moving on to Brandon Risner, a despicable person who ended his best friend's life, leaving his parents traumatized by the thought of having a dangerous terrorist as a son.
It was just puking everywhere to the toilet. It was like standing up and puking for some reason. Would you like to talk in private? You need to send somebody out there from the pocket.
He was having anxiety attacks. He was having thoughts. He was having visions. Brought him home to make him safe.
On a chilly November morning in 2022, officers discovered something in an odd location, and it raised a lot of questions that they had no answers to yet.
There's nothing. That's what I was looking for. There's nothing. No, I didn't argue.
Okay. Son's name's Aaron Davis. Supposed to be coming to Rome to see some friends and going to Alabama to see his girlfriend.
I don't think he made it there.
Nah. I wonder where he's at. Why his car down there?
Crazy thing is, there's nothing. I mean, there was no acceleration. It's almost like it just
Road off in there or something.
Yeah. Didn't go all the way up in park or something. Yeah, I mean, there's lights on like it's, but it ain't running.
I rode over here to see what was going on. He was down there changing out the trash.
Officers contacted Aaron Davis's father to inform him that his son's car was found in a ditch without him in sight. Aaron's father told the police that since he left for Brandon's house, he hadn't heard from him. Officers also contacted Brandon since he was supposedly the last person to see Aaron, but he claimed that he hadn't seen him and was looking for him. To gather more information, officers showed up unannounced at Brandon's house for questioning, and Brandon stuck to his carefully crafted story, and for a very moment, it almost seemed like he could hide the truth forever.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Officer Gar with the Rome Police Department. We're following up on all this. Can you walk me through what's going on? Just make sure we're all on the same page.
We started drinking around 12 yesterday.
Yeah, it's you and Aaron, right?
Yeah, me and Aaron.
Okay. Anyone else with you guys?
And we went to some bars, and I had bought some red wine.
Yeah.
And came back here, started drinking red wine. He doesn't drink too often, so
yeah.
He had gone upstairs and was just puking everywhere to the toilet. It was like standing up and puking for some reason. I went downstairs and he told me that he doesn't need any help. I went downstairs, dropped a bottle, cut my pinky, and I went to the urgent care this morning, took a shower, went to bed.
Okay.
And then woke up 1 to 2 a.m. and his car's gone.
So how long have you and Aaron been friends?
We met when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
And then we became more like close friends, I'd say, like around freshman year.
We're still trying to find him. I don't know. You know, he may just be staying at a hotel, sleeping off whatever happened last night. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean he's in danger or anything like that. Do you have any problem with us checking inside the house? No problem at all? No ferocious iguanas or anything? You never know, man. People have all kinds of pets.
Officers went ahead to search Brandon's house and started to find hints that stacked up as evidence against him.
You mind coming in here with me so you can just show me where I'm going and all that?
Yeah.
Just makes it a little bit easier. The bathroom is up there that he was up checking in. I got you.
Oh,
Lord. Is that what's in the laundry right now, I guess? Okay. There's a significant amount of blood next to the bed, too. Decent. More than just vomit all the way over here. Looks like it's been there a while, but he could have been throwing up blood, I guess. See all that? It's weird to be throwing up blood like that. Not to mention, if he had alcohol poisoning, he wouldn't have been able to get up and move around this morning. Especially at 2 or 3 in the morning. Just poured powder right there, too.
Let's leave it right now.
At this point, Brandon had started to realize that the jig was up. He could either wait to get arrested, or he could make a run for it and hope that the cops never catch him until he was able to disappear forever. One split decision was now standing between him and a lifetime in jail.
Oh, my knees. Keep going. Stay no quick. Now. He jumped the fence. Headed back towards Collinwood.
Somewhere between LaPorte and East 9, gonna be in these houses. Go up to the house, get in the backyard. Okay. Possible 1043 suspect.
Get back on the ball. Run back towards 8. Give me more units.
Officers unfortunately lost sight of Brandon. In a bid to find Brandon by all means, officers decided to question the neighbors, and luckily for them, they came in contact with a neighbor who was speaking with Brandon's father. Officers seized the opportunity to ask him where Brandon was, but he was also clueless about his son's whereabouts. When Brandon's father arrived, he did everything in his power to support the officers, but immediately as he got hold of Brandon's phone, his demeanor shifted.
I am.
Okay.
This is Mom.
Okay. Sorry, I realize you might not be able to answer this question. Probably don't know the answer, but I'll try. Is there a suspicion that Brandon was involved in what, hurting Aaron or something? There's suspicion that something happened in the home. Beyond getting drunk and throwing up? Well, we don't know. They're lifelong friends. We called back after the boy's mom called us. We called back and said, when did you last see Aaron? He says, I guess he left during the night. That's all we did. We went to look for him where the car was reported.
Yes.
Powers, did you have our number?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What's the status? All right, so first of all, I understand you found his cell phone. That's right. You want to turn that over to us?
Maybe.
Okay.
I do. My gut says yes, but at the same time,
yeah. I mean, we
I don't know.
We'll probably need to go through it and see at least maybe where he's been today. There is a significant amount of blood in that upstairs bedroom and on the carpet. But I wanted to be straight up with you. No, not come home and find that. Okay.
No, I appreciate that. Do you have a warrant that would include the phone?
No, we'd have to get one at some point, so we couldn't go into it without that. So
some text back and forth.
Maybe something helps, then
I know.
Helps him,
I know.
But I can't promise you that because I don't.
No, I know.
Yeah, I don't know what I was in there, so.
I want to. I was
I know, as a father, I understand that.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep walking.
But he seemed a little shocked that we're at his house. You know, he seemed respectful in the sense that he was okay with us being at his house and doing what we needed to do. I can really get a feel for him. He may just be covering for his kid. He's gotta be. Him having the phone and not being shattered tells me that his son handed it to him. So he found the phone, tells us that he found the phone, but doesn't want to give it to us without a search warrant.
Text messages not there.
Probably. He was telling Randy that there were texts in there about him asking for if anyone had seen Aaron. I wonder if those texts were sent since we've been here, though.
After a while, Brandon's father called and said that he was with Brandon and that he was ready to turn himself in. A few minutes later, Brandon and his parents arrived at the station and Brandon was taken in for questioning, but he decided to play a smart one on the detective.
Where's Brandon? Rachel? Jeremy. Thank you. Rachel, Jeremy, y'all can have a seat out here. I'm gonna take him back there and we'll talk. Would you like to talk in private?
You need to send somebody out to find the body.
Okay. I'll be right back out with you, okay? Anything in your pockets that I need to know about?
Wallet and keys.
Those real quick. Anything else?
No.
Sorry about that. Go ahead and have a seat.
All right, like I was saying, I'm Detective York. I work here at the Rome PD, of course. Detective York, yep, that's me. So before we get started, got some paperwork you gotta fill out before we get started, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you are asked questions and have him with you during questioning.
I would like a lawyer.
You would like a lawyer, okay? All right, sit tight for just a minute.
Since Brandon wasn't willing to talk, the detective spoke to his father, who gave them all the information they needed, even though it was the most difficult thing he would ever have to do.
Thank you.
There's a lot going on right now. The only thing that we can do for y'all right now.
Need to find my father. I can take you out. Try to show you. I can try to show you.
You can try to show us
The general area, yeah.
Okay.
There's an old cemetery. Up the hill. You turn left. Trendle, something like Trendle.
Okay.
We can show you.
Alright.
Brandon, we brought him home from college because he was having anxiety attacks, suicidal thoughts. He was having visions. Brought him home to make him safe. Gotta get his medications right. Got a call from Brandon this morning at 9 or 10. He was asked to go down. Wanted to go down. So they had drank. He didn't want Dad finding out. He was vomiting upstairs in the corridor. That's all we heard. Then an hour or two goes by. Boy's mom calls us. Or I called Brandon back on the meeting after getting burned. So, you know where Brandon is? He says, no. We got her around 5. And we were told Aaron had run away. Ran from the house, ran from the police. His body is luckily there. He's mentally unstable. He has Tourette's since he was a kid, diagnosed as a kid. And with that comes OCD, and people say they have OCD all the time, they don't understand. And until they live with that.
Officers eventually went to the location that was given to them by Brandon's father, and they found Aaron's body buried in a hidden area. And what crowned it all was that he was wrapped in the same sheets that he slept on in Brandon's apartment. Brandon was ultimately taken into custody and transported to the station. While at the station, Brandon had this weird attitude that left everyone in awe.
Stand right there. Come on.
Goes to the counter. Let them follow their instructions. This is his property. You got ID in here if you want. For me? No, we're talking to you. Oh. You got your ID in there. Oh, yeah.
Officers finally relayed the information about Aaron's whereabouts to his parents, and they were devastated.
Any questions here? I don't know a whole lot because I'm not been here doing all the research.
Why would he do that? Why you do that? We need my son. The family needs him.
In the end, Brandon was charged with first-degree homicide and was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. If you thought that was heartbreaking, then you haven't seen the case of Brent Williams, a money-hungry criminal who hurt his wife just for a life insurance payout, forcing his parents to confront the possibility that their son could be capable of such monstrosity.
My dad was with me. He'll vouch that I got my clothes, didn't say a word to her.
Sure.
And got out.
No. Hadn't been an argument. Okay.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here before something happened.
Okay.
Why did she? Because she did alcohol.
On July the 7th, 2017, officers were deployed to a residence after receiving a call from a landlord about a deceased person that was found in the bathroom of one of his apartments.
What's going on?
pretty sure she's been in there for 2 days probably.
Okay. In this apartment here?
Yeah.
Aaron
in the
Mulcahy?
shower, yeah.
Okay.
Brent and his dad was here the other day.
Okay. But they
Thursday
haven't.
evening, and she was in the shower then.
Okay. Yeah.
I heard the water running, and I looked underneath the floor, and water was running out.
Running out. And so she's in here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. Rigor mortis is already set in. Okay, I'll have you guys step out here because I'm gonna have to get some pictures and things like that. So she's in the shower. Rigor's set in. Last time anybody saw her was a few days ago. Still getting some additional information on all that. Brent was here, her ex-boyfriend or whatever was here a couple days ago. And
Got your footprint on that?
no, that might be one of the guys coming from one of the landlords. They were coming in and redoing the apartment next door. They heard water running. And when Brent was here, supposedly the other day, he said that he heard water running, but they said there was water all the way. It was flooded all the way out here. So
We're not even going to perch because it's
right, yeah, exactly. So
we'll preserve the scene for you.
okay, all right. Well, I appreciate that.
Footprints too. So my footprints right there.
Yeah, your footprints right here. I'm going to talk to these guys and make sure they came in and shut the water off, but they're the ones that found her, so I would presume that. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I've got to get.
Actually, you know what? I do know what that is. That's a nose hair.
Oh, okay. History of alcohol, alcoholism, and things like that. So, but I've got to investigate this as something beyond that because there has been domestic history and things like that. So.
An officer went ahead to speak to Brent's father, who gave a very detailed account of what he believed had happened, unaware that there was more to the story than what he already knew.
Let's just start, I guess, from the beginning. When was the last, prior to today, when was the last time you were actually in this apartment?
Thursday.
Thursday? And was anyone with you when you went in?
Brent and I went in there.
Okay. And what happened on Thursday?
Brent needed to get his checks, X3 checks, out of there because he didn't know what Aaron was going to do.
Okay.
And he wanted me to come along because we're witness.
Sure. Makes sense.
Go in.
Yeah.
We hear the shower running. We think she's in the shower. He gets his checks. We leave.
Okay.
We come out here. We run into Janice down around here. And we said that we told him exactly what we done. We went in to get them checks and stuff. And he said, I talked to Aaron the other day.
Who was this that you were talking to?
The guy that owns it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got you.
He said Thursday, late afternoon, early evening, he said, I had talked to her yesterday, told her to get out. And that's about all that was said.
Okay.
He went his way. We did too. Earlier today, Brent went up and got some mail. And he said it had Aaron's name on it. And he didn't want to bring it out here because he was afraid of trouble.
Sure.
Arguments.
Sure, yeah.
So I said, well, just leave it there. I'll take it out. We're on our way up here.
Sure.
And he calls me.
Okay.
And said that he had to get in there.
Okay.
He told me about the water running, so he shut it off.
Okay. Before you guys made entry, he shut the water off? Okay.
So when I go in there, the bathroom door is closed. I beat on it. I open it up, and I thought I seen her laying on the floor there through the glass door.
Okay.
And then Jim called you guys.
Did you actually walk into the bathroom?
I did.
You did? Okay. Okay. How long had they been split up? Do you know roughly?
Officers also spoke to the victim's father, who shared everything he knew while dropping a crucial detail that could help bring all the pieces together.
Father.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I've known him for years from church and stuff like that.
Okay.
And, he was telling me that Aaron has had kind of struggled with alcohol, some seizures, stuff like that. Is there?
She was bipolar too.
Bipolar.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I remember her telling me that. As you know, I've been here many times. We've going
Sure,
it's been back and forth. Yeah.
That's why I haven't been here. I told them, wait, when you guys get your act together, then we'll start acting like a regular family. Sure. Busting and fighting, I'm not getting involved.
Right.
Because everyone's wanting to get me in the middle of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I know she'd had seizures on and off, but I didn't know that how bad they were lately. I mean, she's been having something lately. I just talked to her 2 days ago.
You did?
Yeah.
On the phone?
On the phone, so.
Do you have date and time? A date
I could look at my phone.
Okay. Okay. If we could get that, that'd be great.
Okay.
We're just trying to paint a picture as to how we got to where we're at right now. So.
Right. I understand.
Immediately after Brent arrived at the scene, officers began questioning him. He seemed cooperative at first, but suddenly started acting differently, which started to raise suspicions.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes? Yes, sir. All right.
At this point in time, everything's, fine, and we're just here to talk and try to get this figured out, okay? Yes, sir. So that's why we're here.
Let's just start with when's the last time that you actually talked to Erin?
Sunday.
Sunday?
I moved out Sunday.
You moved out on Sunday? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it kind of a heated argument or
Nope.
She just said, get your stuff and go?
I did.
You just.
My dad came with me.
Okay.
Got my clothes. Pulled out.
Okay.
Went to Rivers, stayed that night.
Okay. All right. And did she say anything to you when you left or nothing at all?
No. I just said I was very quiet about it. My dad was with me. He'll vouch that I got my clothes, didn't say a word to her.
Sure.
And got out.
Okay. Did you guys have any conversation after that? You hadn't talked to her at all since
Text
Sunday?
Text her. Yeah, you can only read the text. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's fine.
I really don't bother me.
Okay.
Remember, Brent, I said don't volunteer. Answer questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
One other thing that I would like to do, and here again, this is just to eliminate you from any wrongdoing, is I was wondering if you would be willing to give a voluntary DNA sample. Like
for my
swab, swab.
I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, okay, all right, perfectly. That's absolutely perfect. So I got a consent form here. I'll fill that out, and then I'll have you sign it, and then we'll just get a swab from your cheeks, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty...
Yeah.
If that's okay with you.
Sounds like a plan.
So are you saying that you really don't want to give up your phone at this time then?
Well, I don't want to give my phone. I have no reason to give up my phone. You've seen all the information I got on my phone.
Okay.
I get calls. I might need calls from my parents.
No, I understand.
You're cool. He's okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we asked. I mean,
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't want to give it out.
Do you mind if I get pictures of those text messages?
Officers reviewed previous footage from one of the many times they've been called to Brent's residence to gain a full understanding of his relationship with his wife. Although they had been very suspicious so far, nothing prepared them for the ugly sight that they were about to behold.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
She left? She left. I didn't know what the situation was when she came back. I don't want to go to jail. She put me in jail once. And there she is intoxicated.
Okay. You think you're drunk?
I have drunk
Okay, yeah, I can tell. When did you start today?
earlier today. I don't know exactly.
You on any probation right now?
No.
Are you on any medication?
I take trazodone for sleep.
Okay. You taking it today?
No.
I tell you, I'm going to fix this issue. I'm going to my mom's.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of here. That's why I called.
No, and that's the right thing to do. You live here, right?
We both do. We're married. So I'm allowed to live here. And his, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if my dad pays my rent.
Yeah, there hasn't been any other than verbal argument. That's all.
Been an argument.
No, there hasn't been an argument. Okay.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here before something happens.
Okay. Well, I can't. I can't stay here all night and wait until. So what's the plan then?
I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm going out.
Okay. Are you doing that now or? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I can stand by while you do that.
Can you do me a favor? No,
What's that?
I know you're a busy guy and everything, but can you drive by here once in a while? Because last time I was up, there was a guy here.
Okay.
And I'm worried about my stuff.
Who cares?
And I'm worried about my stuff.
Okay.
If you and I are not being together ever again, leave me the hell alone.
Have you filed for divorce yet?
Yeah. I went to
With no further leads in place, officers went over to Brent's residence for further interrogations, but they stumbled upon a huge obstacle that proved difficult to overcome.
Dan.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, it's been horrible. I'm gonna get a robe on. I got my pajamas on.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Just a bird. Are you looking for Brent?
Living the dream. We are. Is he here?
No, he's in Lima.
Okay.
Is he?
Okay.
Okay. Is there any way you could get a hold of him or have him come back down here? Because I'd like to talk to him again if that's okay, real quick.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to be real quick. He's a lineman.
No, I understand that.
Why are you wanting to talk to him again?
Right.
There's just a few more things that we'd like to talk to him about from, Saturday night when we talked and whatnot.
Okay, you got me on it.
Okay.
You got his mother on it.
Okay.
You better come across with somebody because I'm thinking my son's going to jail, and you better help me out on this. And I'm damn serious.
Okay. He's not going to jail.
Okay. You sure of that?
No, he's not going to jail.
Okay. Then I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm
Is he
about
going
ready
to
to
be
fall
charged
over
with
here.
something?
No.
What?
Is he going to be charged with something?
No, we're still trying to figure out exactly what's going
We're
on.
trying to get this figured out, okay? Because there are some loopholes that we're trying to get those loopholes filled up. That's what we're trying to do.
I'm about ready to pass out here.
Okay.
I am
Because
too.
you're working me up. And I know you're not doing this, this.
How am I working you up, sir?
Because my son is in on this and you're asking more questions about him.
And
Wouldn't you be concerned about him?
Right.
You wouldn't be concerned about your son? Wouldn't you?
We've been a mess.
I understand that, and that's why we're trying to
Come and
get.
sit down.
That's why we're trying to get
So
everything.
we can sit down.
When I left down there the other day talking to you, I felt pretty good.
Right.
And then you come back and lay this on me. Well, and that fella right there told me the same, give me the same feeling.
Right. Well, and when what I tried to explain is all we're trying to do now is, whenever you have a conversation with somebody, you go back and you think, oh gosh, I wish I would ask this question, or I wish I.
You say that when you come in.
Well,
you were secretive, like I gotta talk to him, and I understand that you got to talk to him, but you got to understand we're living through this.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, I understand.
You got children?
No, I do not.
But you're lucky.
No, we're really all we're trying to do is fill in some gaps. We had some questions.
You got pissing me off.
No, I don't understand why you're upset.
I do. You're acting like you're going to try and put my son in jail. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're not. You're wrong. I am not. I have no intention on putting your son in jail, but
I'm scared you are.
We have an obligation to figure out what took place as well. And there's a couple more questions that we have for him. And the reason we came here is because this is where he is living. If he wasn't living here, we would go to where he lived.
After receiving the autopsy reports, which confirmed that the victim had been choked and punched, officers made their way back to the Williams residence.
Morning. How you doing? Okay, that's wonderful.
What can we do for you?
So how you doing this morning? Great, wonderful, wonderful.
Is this being recorded?
All conversations I have are recorded. Yeah.
So, okay.
Why weren't we told that?
Because
it's not an obligation to let you guys. No, we're not keeping anything from you guys.
Okay. We're getting legal counsel. Here is William Clue.
Okay.
I'm calling him today.
Okay. We don't. We've got his number. We don't need his
Now,
number.
you didn't tell us this is it. I'm done.
You're scaring us.
Yeah, you're scaring us. When I saw his phone, I knew.
Actually, I was checking the time. I was actually checking the time, but.
So, I mean, no, that's fine. This is how we do everything.
You should have told us.
Okay. We're not obligated to let you
I know it doesn't seem that way now. But wait, the thing is, we all know in our hearts why that lady. Why did she? Because she didn't have a home.
As the case progressed, officers got a hold of a new suspect, Jimmy, who the victim had been involved with behind her husband's back. Officers proceeded to speak to Jimmy, who was cooperative throughout the interrogation session, although he did not know where it would lead.
I was wondering if you could help me out. I actually am coming to you for some help if you don't mind.
Depends.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a name. And you're probably going to think I'm here for another reason, but I'm not here for that reason, okay? So can I give you that name? Erin McCauley. I don't know if you have heard, but she has passed away.
No, I didn't know. I haven't spoken to her.
What I would like to know is how you met her. Online? Okay. Do you remember what dating website that was?
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish? Okay.
Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a new lead came to light and cracked a case that initially felt impossible to solve.
He wanted to meet up with me last weekend, and I kept telling him I had to work.
Okay.
Well, then he kept texting me and calling me, so I finally got back a hold of him, and then we were just texting. So we met yesterday over at Shawnee Reed Road, but he started talking about his wife. I'm like, okay, I thought maybe it happened, a while ago. When the more and more talked, I said, well, how long ago did it happen? Oh, it's not been 2 weeks yet. So my first reaction is, are you serious? I mean, if my husband and I'm a widow, I wouldn't be worried about being on these chat lines and doing this whatever, But the way he said it was weird as hell.
What did he say?
We were sitting there, and he was talking about, he's got to get this on in his life. I said, we don't have to rush this. Even though I wasn't trying to be to talk to him. I said, we don't have to rush this. I said, because you need to grieve for your dead wife. I said, most people are. He goes, well, I was done, I already grieved. He goes, I didn't even care before. I've been okay with this. He's like, I'm ready to move on. And then he's all happy about getting a check in the mail. The way he said it, he was like, weird. He said, well, I'm waiting for a check in the mail. I said, for what? And he said, life insurance. And I said, well, he's like, yeah, I took one out on her. He's like, I knew she was going to. I said, well,
Did he say how much?
$25,000.
Brent Williams was eventually charged with first-degree homicide and was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. Taking things to probably the worst of levels, here's Arkin Seaton, a heartless Terminator who took the lives of innocent people and left his mother to carry the burden of having a ruthless villain as a son.
He shot people yesterday. Oh my God, so sorry. Oh my God.
See her. Okay. You remember how many times? 2. Okay, then.
What are you?
What about the just putting bolts in the. It was pretty exciting.
On September the 23rd, 2016, over 200 officers were sent to a mall after receiving multiple reports of a violent rampage at the mall. As soon as the cops arrived, they began searching for survivors and also tried to track down the culprit who had already fled the scene. With the suspect nowhere in sight, officers turned to the general public for help, which fortunately yielded results. Officers located Arkin's mother, Hatise, to ask a few questions and also identify the suspect. What she eventually learned left her broken.
Are you aware that there was a mall last night here in Burlington? I watching TV. Okay. Yeah. So we have been given information that your son is the one who's responsible. So I'm sorry to just throw that on you and shock you. So that's why you're here. But he was with us yesterday.
Do you remember what he was wearing yesterday? Did you already ask that?
No, I didn't get there. I'm sorry. Thank you. I believe like his short and t-shirt.
Shorts and t-shirt? Mm-hmm. Okay, what color was he wearing? You remember?
I believe like a navy blue.
A navy blue?
And the t-shirt, the color was dark.
Dark? Okay.
But I don't remember what was the writing on it. I want to show you a picture. Okay. And I want you to take your time and look at it. Mm-hmm. And tell me if it's your son. That's him. He five people yesterday. Oh my God. So sorry. Oh my God. Where did you find the gun? I don't know. We're still looking into that. So I don't have that answer. I don't know. And I don't know if my husband knows where he sees gun. I'm in shock now. I'm sorry. I can't believe that. Oh my God. So, oh my God. You know what? I need to smoke. Okay. I'm going to give you just a second before we go smoke, okay? I want you to... Can you find some tissues, please? You can go find some tissues. Okay, that's right. Right here. I'm just going to find you some tissue. I really like that. It's really bad. How have you ever hurting people? Well, you know, I'm gonna worry about myself and I'm gonna worry about other 5 people.
With the suspect identified, officers launched a full-blown investigation. Although locating Arkan seemed demanding, he was eventually found and taken into custody. Officers began questioning him, but it was a lot more than they anticipated.
I don't know, I can't say. I can't say. I can't say that.
On November the 2nd, 2017, Arkan finally decided to speak, and what he revealed was incredibly horrific.
And so then you walk in, see the first person. Where did you see that person? Place including Rex. Okay. And so, was that just the first person you saw, or you first person you saw? Okay. And what happens when you see her? Okay. You remember how many times? 2. Okay.
Did she say anything at all, first one?
It was too fast. I just have 2.
Okay. What about the second one?
He said, I'm sorry.
He said, I'm sorry?
Yeah. When did he say that? My way. Why did he say I'm sorry to you? I don't know. Okay.
So you hit him in the leg and then tell us what happens.
Falls down.
Okay, when does he say I'm sorry?
Before I
Okay, so he's looking at you? Okay. And he says I'm sorry. And then after him, where do you go?
The place where the 3-1 right.
Do they say anything to you?
No.
Okay.
They scream or anything like that? The whole store screaming. Around. Toward north. I see the cops coming. I'm like, I got out of there before they, put a sword keep in there.
Did you pass cars?
I passed a couple times. There was cops coming from everywhere.
As Arkan spoke, the more dreadful it became, and the length of his wickedness continued to surface.
I was actually going to attack Seattle on the Monday of the 25th. Okay. So if I had another gun. Okay, that was waiting Monday, because Monday, that's when my parents go off. Because I knew I was going to get caught. Mm-hmm. Just go to my parents' house, they had nothing to do with it. I was just going to get their gun. Okay. And Seattle. Anywhere in particular in Seattle you were looking at that? Like plates. Number of people. Okay. And how were you going to do that? My dad's whole cage. The attack was inspired by Hawkeye. Okay. And if you like, I could pull up the magazine that they purposely run that inspired me.
Arkan's ex-girlfriend was also brought in for questioning, and the cops were not ready for the weight of all she had to say.
How long did you guys date?
For about 9 months.
About 9 months. And tell me about your relationship.
It wasn't very good.
What do you mean?
His dad and I were just having a conversation about politics one night, and he thought his dad was looking at me the wrong way, and he attacked his dad.
What do you mean looking at you the wrong way?
Like suggestively.
Was he ever that way with you? Okay, tell me about that.
He would grab my arm and I'd have bruises at work. After we broke up, that he his dog.
Like, sexually?
And it's a boy dog. After I broke up with him, he messaged me on Facebook and told me he was going to come down here and
Okay.
And
That's horrible.
Anybody that got in their way.
Officers tried to figure out what motivated Arkan to engage in such a depraved act, but Arkan then fed them with an unbelievable tale.
You're very skilled with a gun. Did you ever play games growing up?
Mario and stuff.
Okay. So when I played, it was cops and robbers, but now they now they have video games and all.
I play tag and stuff.
Okay, but what about video games? Play that?
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Battlefield.
Okay. Which?
Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty. Okay. What were you mad at?
Could you?
Don't pull in and see
I get tired of listening to you go into your stories about I can't answer that, I can't. You can't. You just don't want to. So if a religious church, a church, the religious guy, true believer who looked at you and said, I am sorry, basically said, I forgive you for what you do right before you put a bullet in his head. What did you feel? When Shayla Martin is crawling for her life, and you see Catherine Street her in the back. And then when Trish Diamond, 95 years old, sitting with her teeth, being shielded by her 67-year-old mother, Belinda Garza or Belinda Gawley. What are you feeling? Why? You can sit and say nothing and let everybody on YouTube and the Facebook world and everything else paint a picture of this evil, sick person, or you can choose to tell your story.
3 weeks later, Arkin revealed the true reason behind his actions.
I was kind of angry.
What were you angry about?
Just life. Just.
But you don't seem like an angry guy.
Just work and school.
Everything kind of stacking up.
Yeah.
So tell us everything that was stacking up.
I had to talk to my dad. He was like, you're kind of not ready for college. You got financial stuff. Buy a bunch of bills. You got to pay bills and push everything by. So it kind of threw me off a little.
So I can totally get why that would frustrate somebody and why that would make you angry. But then, what was going to the mall gonna fix?
I don't know. Just that was just a plan of mine. That was for anything special.
Did you enjoy it?
A little bit.
What about it did you enjoy?
Just the part. What about the part? Just putting bolts in the. It was pretty exciting.
Tell me about that excitement. Tell me about what's going on in your body.
There's a rush.
There's a rush.
I don't know if it sounds like a.
No, you're doing that. We're talking.
Have you ever experienced anything else that gave you that kind of rush? No.
So when did the rush start for you?
The first person. No, taking the gun out of my trunk. So as soon as you pull the gun out, that's when the adrenaline goes. Yeah.
And then you're like, game on.
Game on.
I think jihad or terrorism is the icing on the cake. Is that?
Makes sense? Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
That just adds to it.
Yes.
So when you're looking for that level of fame and fortune, where the president knows your name, the president knows who Arjan in Little Oak Harbor, Washington is, the governor knows who Arjan is, all these people across the nation, Fox News in New York knows who Arjan is, all these people know who Arjan is. Well then if you want to add, let's throw a little jihad in, that's just icing, but really jihad has nothing to do with this. Does it?
No.
Nope. And there is the grin.
In the end, Arkin was charged with 5 counts of violent first-degree murder. On April the 16th, 2017, Arkin Seaton was found deceased in his jail cell after he had unalived himself. Next is the case of this father, who was in disbelief after he found out that his son was a cold-blooded killer.
You don't think he did? I don't want to believe that. I don't believe any of this. There's more, ain't there?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this.
There is a body part. Oh, God, man. In this bag.
On October the 29th, 2020, after shopping for groceries at the supermarket, a man, Adam Webb, returned to his pickup van to find a strange trash bag sitting in the trunk. Concerned about what it might be, he immediately called 911 to report the strange item. Police officers were then dispatched to the supermarket, and upon arrival, they searched the bag and found several disturbing items in it.
Where was it? Well, it's in the tinfoil.
They don't know where this come from? Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Tell them to come on. It's a head. Maybe a woman's head.
All right, let's make sure. Let's go ahead and let's get her parked over there. Let's go ahead and walk this off.
Okay, he needs out.
Who looked in it?
Huh?
Who looked in it?
Both of us. She just kind of.
Is it a real head or?
Oh yeah, no, it's real.
Make sure it's Halloween
or
or
not.
not.
Woman. No, it looks like a woman's head. That's the owner right there, Sarge. That's the owner of the truck right there.
So put it back in the car?
That's what we're trying. This is Walmart. He's trying to get the film here, but that's the owner. I don't think so.
No, I wasn't sure. I was like,
She had a black eye and everything. And it smells like real blood. So.
The location was immediately declared a crime scene, and officers began searching around for possible clues that would provide some details about who left the bag. However, when CCTV footage was reviewed, officers found that the bag was already in Adam's trunk by the time he arrived at the store. With this information, they invited him to the police station for further questioning.
We're trying to just piece together what's going on. I do not believe that you have any part of this. You're not under arrest. You're free to get up and leave anytime you want to. Okay, I want you to understand that. We just want you to help us so that we can try to piece together what happened.
Okay.
So where all have you been today?
Today?
Yes, sir.
Just to Walmart.
Okay, so you left from your house and went to Walmart, and then tell me what happened when you got to Walmart.
I got there around noon or so. Had a short grocery list. Just a couple of things, milk, flour, eggs. Wife's doing some baking. Came back out to the truck. I noticed something in the back and it looked a little weird. So opened it up. I saw what looked like blood and I backed away and called 911.
Okay. You didn't see what was in the bag?
No.
Okay.
Well, I saw there was another bag and it looked like there was some red liquid all over it and maybe some socks or something.
Okay.
And that was all I saw.
Have you noticed anything unusual last night and heard any noises? Anybody strange in the neighborhood, vehicles, anything like that?
No. I have seen a guy walking down the street, older gentleman with a backpack a couple of times, and I don't know where he's going to, but
okay.
I see him walking up and down Malvern, and then I walk down our street, so I don't know if he just walks everywhere or what, but I don't know him.
Would there be anywhere on your street that maybe somebody has a homeless camp? Like, is there any woods or anything right around their house or anything like that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
You know, we walk our dog up and down the street all the time, and there's only one vacant lot, which is kind of at the end of Spencer on the right. But like I said, the house next door to me hadn't had anybody living in it in years, but there have been contractors in there for months now.
You mentioned the house, or if needed, I don't even know that we need to yet. But would you, the consent form that we walked through earlier about your vehicle, would you also do that for your house as well?
Yeah.
Just to kind of cross our, T's, dot our I's types. And I don't even know that we need to do that yet, but just in case we do.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
Because somebody might have left something somewhere else that would help us, if we're looking for whatever.
Soon after, the police received information that the head belonged to 63-year-old Connie Joan Goodwin, who was found lifeless in her home by a co-worker. Connie's husband, John Goodwin, was thereafter informed about the demise of his wife, and as if that wasn't enough to deal with, John realized that his son, Aaron Goodwin, had gone missing. Terrified that Aaron may be in serious trouble, John immediately filed a missing persons report. At that point, he was unaware that there was more than meets the eye about his son.
Come on in and have a seat anywhere.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. And I appreciate you coming in.
That's fine. Mom? Yeah. Hi. Hey, I can't talk right now. I'm at the police station. Because Aaron went missing, and I turned him in as a missing person. And they came to the motel and just got me here about 20 minutes ago, so I'm sitting in here waiting for him to come and talk to me, I guess. Last night he went missing and never came back this morning.
Mr. Goodwin, this is Detective Hunter Scott. I'm Detective Sergeant Freeman.
How do you?
I'm all right. There is my credentials if you'd like to see it.
Okay.
All right, so, like I said, we're here to ask you about this report, do some follow-up with you about this report you made this morning about your son. Now, your son is Aaron Enoch Goodwin, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and you're John Goodwin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Just so I know, the officers do the best they can as making reports with all the complete details, but let me just let you just act like you're starting from the very beginning with me and tell me what's going on with your son and all of that.
Are you guys believers? Can I ask you that? Are you Christians?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay. That might help.
Okay.
I think, I'm not sure. He's not been right. And he thinks God wanted him to go on a walkabout. And I'm trying to help him. And I brought him down here and rented that place for 3 days. He was going to go on his walkabout. So I went in and rented it. Came back out, he's going through his gear, and I'm just standing there talking to him. And he goes, well, yeah, I'll be up in a minute. Okay. I him hauled around a little bit, talking with him. I said, well, I can see you want me to leave, I don't know, so you can do whatever you're going to do. Went up to the room, probably a span of an hour or so, and I go, something's not right, you know, he's been up here by now. And when I'm down, he's gone. His gear's gone.
Okay. And this is last night?
This was last night. Okay. I think we rolled in there about 8-ish, maybe before.
Does your son still live with you?
He has a trailer beside my house.
Okay.
John revealed to the officers that Aaron had been acting very weird for a long time, and he could tell that something was not right.
But Mom,
I found out she did this morning.
You found out that...
They found her dead this morning.
Who did?
A co-worker. She didn't come into work, and they found her in the tub.
And that's your wife?
That's my wife.
Are y'all still married?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
Her name was Connie. So, I've been trying to piece this day together, obviously. I don't know, I'm waiting, I was so messed up, I called my brother to come and drive me home. My brother and sister-in-law, and they're on their way. I didn't think I could drive when I found out. I couldn't have. I did okay now.
Okay, so you're saying that someone found your wife's coworker found her?
That's correct.
In the tub?
Yeah, she did. She didn't clock in, and they got worried.
And when did you receive this information?
This morning, after I'd called here a little while, maybe hour or so later.
So after you reported your son missing, you found out that your wife was deceased?
Yeah.
The situation was getting trickier by the minute, and when John made an additional revelation about Aaron's disappearance, officers became more interested in how Aaron's disappearance could be connected to his deceased mother.
And you've tried calling him, right?
Yeah.
And is it going straight to his voicemail, or is it ringing a few times before it goes to a voicemail, or?
It rang a few times. Then I text.
Do you know what kind of phone he has?
Matter of fact, I didn't tell you that. I have his phone because somebody brought it to the desk this morning. I got this text. I don't have it on me, but I got this text from him this morning, or from his phone. This said, found this phone in the bed of my truck in Hot Springs. Not sure why it's in the bed of my truck, but I'm leaving it at the front desk of the Doubletree Inn in Hot Springs. I said, okay, thanks.
And that was today?
Yes, this morning. I didn't think to grab that thing. I should have did that. So I was wondering about him. So whoever it was returned his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be on their surveillance? Maybe. What if it was him?
Maybe.
Why would he be there at that time in the morning? You know, see, after I didn't see him.
And you said there were messages about condolences
from his friend, one of his friends.
No.
Just the one, about his mom. That came later in the day. He probably saw it on Facebook or something.
Okay.
My assumption.
Was that posted on Facebook?
I don't know. Or somebody may have told him.
Do you know what happened?
No, I haven't found out
yet. Did they tell you anything about it?
Last I knew, right before you guys came, they took her to the funeral home, and then they were going to take her for an autopsy. Is that the way they do it normally?
Depends. They didn't tell you anything about,
Nobody. Yeah, I was talking. That's what Keela, I think she was trying to tell me when she called. She said, I got to talk to you when you're done. So I assume, I was just talking to her about that she might have some news on that. But.
Okay.
So, I may have wrote this down.
I know.
My memory is terrible.
This is a weird
so please
story.
Forgive me.
I know.
So who?
I guess you guys see a lot of it.
So you said Connie's co-worker found her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. And then your son-in-law is the one that called you.
Yeah, see, he's off on military business in Indiana or somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember. But they got a hold of him and he got a hold of me because her co-worker is also his niece.
Okay. The one that found her is...
That's correct.
Is Terry's niece.
Terry's niece.
Okay.
They got in by the law. The law got them in because the door was locked. And because I called her, no answer. What the heck? Well, she has, I call them seizures. They don't diagnose her as that. They call them, the doctors actually call them spells because they can't figure out what's wrong with her. And she'll have to lay down a day or two.
So that's when you called your brother and sister-in-law?
Correct. Well, I didn't know what was wrong yet.
Right.
So they get up to my house, and the co-worker gets there, and then all about the same time they call 911, and then the law came in and opened it up, the door, because it was locked.
Finally, the cops were able to get the tiny piece of detail they needed to tie the case and provide closure to everyone involved.
So you were intending on staying here for 3 days?
No, I was going to just go back to work.
Okay.
You know, this morning.
But was Aaron planning on staying here for 3 days? Because the reservation was for 3 days, right?
That was his plan.
Okay.
Because I said, if we're going to do this, you've got to have a plan. I'm not just chasing my tail now. And that was his plan. He told me.
Okay. Do you know what all he had in his backpack?
I have no idea.
Change of clothes, food?
Oh, sure he had clothes.
Okay.
It wasn't a real big backpack. He did have a black plastic bag too, though. Come to think of it. Like a trash bag.
Okay.
It's not in the truck or anything. So that's gone. So he might have had stuff in there. Well, I'm sure he did. He threw it in the back when we left. It was raining. I just assumed he's keeping it dry. So that's true. He could have that black backpack was black, and then that black trash can. I mean, he could have dumped it. I don't know. So everyone left, and I was leaving. Here's where it gets weird. As I was leaving, I said, "Are you ready?" I said goodbye to Connie, kiss, and all that. I locked the door behind me. He said, "I need you to go to Walmart, which is in Fort Scott. Here's Fort Scott. Here's my house." I said, I need you to get me a pair of black gloves, dress gloves, leather if you can. Well, you don't have no such thing.
Black dress leather gloves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I said, why don't we get them on the way? Why backtrack? He said, would you do it for me? He said, I gotta have prayer. I need a little time. Okay. I went there. That's about That was about maybe 15-minute drive.
He didn't go with you?
No, he stayed there.
Okay.
He stayed there. That was the whole deal. He said he wanted to have prayer for a while. Would I go get these gloves? I said, well, just wait. No, I really need you to do this. So I went to look for them, and I didn't find any. But I did buy a couple items from Walmart. And I noticed on my receipt, I checked out at 12, I think it was 12:32. Because I was trying to put all these times together.
Okay.
I was, today, when I finally got myself together, I got to thinking about, this is weird. Okay? So I come home, and here's my driveway, here's the road, and there he is at the end of the driveway. Well, I thought it was weird. I stopped, he threw the plastic bag in there. He already had his backpack in there, I think, and hopped in, and I already said bye to Mom. I guess I'm ready. I just wanted to get down here before dark because I can't see very well, driving in the dark and the rain together. And I didn't know if it was raining or not. That's it. Then we left.
Did you tell him that you couldn't find the gloves, or?
Right. I said we'd have to go to JCPenney's or something like that. That's what the lady at the store suggested. Because I said, is there a men's clothing store around? No, no fortune.
Didn't say what he wanted black dress leather gloves for?
He'd been just all black lately. Black clothes, for the most part. No, he didn't say why. I wondered that too.
At this point, John realized how his interpretation of events suggested that his son might have been responsible for his mother's horrific ending. And although he suspected this from the beginning, he hoped to be wrong.
You don't think he would have, do you?
Mr. Goodwin, I have no idea.
That's what after I got to thinking, oh my God. I don't either. But that's why I did a kind of went back in my mind as best I could and looked at texts and phone calls and those receipts to try to put a time on it.
What's your feeling?
I think he might. I think he might have.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I'm leaving nothing out. If I think of something, I will. I don't know. It's just been acting so crazy. I don't want to believe that. I don't believe any of this.
The CCTV footage at the hotel where John and Aaron lodged was later reviewed, and it showed a very perplexed and confused Aaron dumping the trash bag into the back of Adam Webb's van.
Some of my other co-workers have been in contact with Vernon County, Missouri, and I don't know how else other to say this other than just come out right out and say it. They are investigating Connie's death as a homicide investigation. They haven't given us a whole lot of details, but with being told that, and also that it is believed that Aaron may have had something to do with it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So if there's anything else that you know, you need to tell us.
That's it.
In any conversation down here with that information, knowing that, any conversation on your way down here.
There was a note.
There was a note.
I forgot about that. It's in my cup holder. It said something like, I thought I was doing God's will.
And this note.
That's all it said.
And you found that when?
This morning. Yeah, but I stuck it in my cup holder.
Where was it when you found it?
It was on my console, top of my console.
Okay. And it says?
And it was on top of the room key, and I just stuck it in my cup holder, but then I got to thinking about that.
And it said what again?
I believed I was doing God's will, but I didn't know what that meant, so it didn't make sense to me.
That's the whole content of the note?
That's it.
It was now clear that Aaron Goodwin took his mother's life, and when officers shared their tragic findings with his father, he was completely horrified.
There's more, ain't there?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this.
Okay.
I guess the easiest way for let me walk you through my day. I guess let's do that. Let's do it that way. I'm going to be a little graphic with you, just so I make sure that you understand exactly what's happening here. Okay. So we get a call today at the local Walmart here in town. Okay. That a gentleman has called 911, and he has told the operator that there is a black trash bag in his truck, in the bed of his truck. He's never seen it before, and whenever he opened this truck, there was blood inside the bag that had come out.
There was blood in the bag?
Yes, sir.
Lots of blood? I mean, from what? I mean...
Also,
I'd like to know that.
Yeah.
There is...
How bad was she?
There is...
How bad was she?
There is a body part
Oh, God, man.
in this bag.
What was it, her?
And it, by all intents and purposes, it does appear that it is your wife. So I think you now maybe can understand a little bit why we're treating this the way that we are, and why we're trying to get as much information from you as we possibly can.
How come you think it's her? Tell me, just tell me.
You want me to be blunt with you?
Yeah.
Your wife was decapitated.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding. Nobody told me. They knew, didn't they? I mean, my family knew.
I don't know what they have been told.
If law enforcement went out with them, they probably didn't let them see her.
But Becca went in there, I heard.
Usually, if law enforcement goes out with
maybe not
someone, they aren't going to let her in.
Oh, God.
Aaron Goodwin managed to remain out of sight after his mother's passing, and 5 months later, his body was found in the woods. And then we have this son, whose father was dumbfounded after hearing of his crimes.
Now, when you watched that video of the Charles McCormick, did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
Your son, Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
On the 15th of January 2020, a rapper, Hakeem Robinson, who goes by the name K-Sue, was said to have taken the law into his hands by taking another man's life after said individual, Charles McCormick, popularly known as Lil Buck, released a diss track about him. After the attack, the police began investigating the situation and invited Hakeem's father and notorious gang leader, Abdul Robinson Sr., for questioning.
Mr. Robinson, again, Joel Cooper with the State Attorney's Office. Here to take a sworn statement from you. If you would, please raise your right hand. Mr. Robinson, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You understand that the oath you just took is just like taking an oath in court, and that if you lie in a material way, that is a felony. It's called perjury, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, today you're obviously familiar with the person.
Yes, sir.
As it relates to your case?
Yes, sir.
And his nickname?
Yes.
Are you aware of a song put out prior to him being shot in January 2020.
Yes, sir.
And what was your understanding of what that song was about?
It was a diss song about.
So you said a diss song?
Yes.
Did Hakeem Robinson know about the song?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever talk to you about the song?
Yeah.
And how did he feel about the song?
He didn't like it.
As the interrogation progressed, police officers came to the realization that Abdul may have been an accomplice to his son's crime, seeing that he helped Hakeem and 3 others flee the scene after the incident.
Now, going again back to January 15th of 2020, that day, were you called by Abdul Robinson Jr., your son?
Yes, sir.
And was that from a number that you recognized as belonging to him?
Yes, sir.
What did he want?
He wanted me to go pick up Scotty.
Okay. Did you also get phone calls from Leroy Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
And what did he want?
Telling me where he was at to come pick him up.
Did he tell you if he was alone or did he have anybody with him?
No, he said him and Buddy was together.
So Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner. What do you specifically remember them saying?
That they crashed the car, and the police chasing them, and Kim jumped out the car. They went one way, he went another way.
Did they say whether or not Hakeem Robinson, Keamy, had anything with him when he jumped out of the car?
Yeah, they say he had a gun with him.
Did Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner mention to you if anything had been left behind in the car after it crashed?
Yep, they said they left a gun in the car behind.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Before the car crashed, did Dominic Barner and Leroy Whitaker say anything about what someone in the car maybe was going to do as they fled from the police?
Oh yeah, shoot at the police.
And who was going to specifically be the one shooting?
Keamy.
Hakeem's father, who seemed to have suspected his son's involvement in the crime long before the cops told him anything, revealed incriminating details about his son that helped officers lock the case. The information shared by Abdul and several other pieces of evidence was all the cops needed to tie Hakeem to the demise of Lil Buck.
In addition to that information, did you learn about being shot?
Yes, sir.
And who told you that?
Scotty explained to me that it was a guy that got shot. It was a little while back before this situation at a gas station that made the song.
So Leroy Whitaker was explaining to you it was a person that had been shot once before?
Yes, sir.
And who shot him the time before?
He did.
Scotty?
Scotty.
And the reason was because of a song that he put out?
Yes, sir.
And so when he told you that information, were you aware of who this person was?
Yes, sir.
Did you see anything on social media posted by your son, Hakeem Robinson, that concerned you?
Yes, sir.
And what was that specifically?
They called it the story. It's on the story saying that the toes done.
Was that like an Instagram story?
Yeah, Instagram story.
And was that something that was posted by Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
When you saw that, were you upset?
Yes, sir.
Did you try and reach out and speak to Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
And when you spoke to him, what did you tell him?
I told him you need to take that down.
Did he deny being involved when you told him to take that down?
No.
Now, as part of the discovery in this case, you've had an opportunity with your attorney to watch what I'll refer to as a dash cam video, a video that actually recorded the of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've watched that?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you watched that video, could you see what the shooter was wearing?
Yes, sir.
Could you see how the shooter ran?
Yes, sir.
How the shooter moved?
Yes, sir.
Did you also see the firearm that was used?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you watched that video of the Charles McCormick, did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
Your son, Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Hakeem Robinson is currently facing first-degree charges for the crime, and the date for his trial is set to begin on March the 21st, 2025.